Looks like Mr. Electric.
Listen, after all, I'm the one that...
Hi, here we are with Jay Marshall introducing Hi there.
How do you do? Is this
Pamela? Hello, Pamela.
Who is this?
Hi, this is Portrait Channel 9.
Well, it's nice to have you here on the occasion of the 24th Academy of Magic Arts Awards show, in which we're honoring such great people like Marshall Brodien, standing here with Master Fellowship, previous winner, Jay Marshall, and a few that's still alive. And I'm Peter Pitt, the secretary of the Academy of Magical Arts here in Hollywood, also known as the Magic Castle. Hi, everybody. Poof!
With Siegfried and Roy.
You want Siegfried and Roy?
Oh, sure.
I did their magic stuff. Siegfried and Roy magic. I produced them in the
Here's a gentleman that you may see, although you may not see him completely. If you in your hometown have the movie Adam's Family, then this gentleman is Christopher Hart, and would you raise your hand? This is the hand that plays the Thing.
Marshall.
So there he is, Christopher Hart.
Excuse me a minute, lady.
You saw it here.
Christopher Hart
March
is the
18th.
hand on the Addams Family.
Is that right?
Yeah,
he plays
Marshall Brodien from Chicago. He's accepting an award this evening.
Very
Want to say
excited.
something?
I'm excited to be here.
Does your band want to say something?
My hand's excited.
Tell us all now, how
my
much
thing's
money
excited.
did you really make of this movie?
Handfuls of money. Fistfuls of dollars.
Oh, funny bit.
It was a five-digit income.
And girls out there, he's available. I tried it. Didn't work.
Thanks.
Oh, cute. All right, Bob.
Yes, nice to see you.
Bob, how are you tonight? This is Marshall Brodien, Bob.
We met earlier.
Oh, you did? Oh, on camera? Oh, no. Smile. Hello, darling. How are you? There will be.
You're a great host, I'll tell you.
Oh, I know, sure. What are you doing here anyway? Kissing you. Yeah, okay. Okay. Are they out that way? Maybe they will be?
Bill is probably out there.
Give me. There she is. Okay. Hello, darling.
Hello. How are you?
I want you to be on with Marshall for a second. And here we, have Mrs. Irene Larson. Oh, well. Good evening.
Miss President.
Miss President, excuse me.
I hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I know you will. Very special evening.
Well, if you're here, we'll have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay. Where's your erstwhile husband?
He's working. He's standing right over there, making sure
Can we go over there
everyone
and find
has
him?
the right table, right ticket.
The right table, the right ticket.
Right.
Well, thank you for your time, darling. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
You're doing real well, so.
I know. Shall we? Now we have to go. Daryl. Yeah, just let me do this for a minute. Right. Walk this way. They're on television. These two are also up for an award, Marshall. They're up for Stage Magician of the Year. Notice how he's taking the entire gown. It is a magnificent creation. Oh, my nerves. Okay.
Did you mention that they are nominated?
Yes, I did.
Jan and Chuck Jones have worked at Magic Castle for many, many years, since its inception of the Palace of Mystery in June of 1976. They've been nominated how many times?
Probably about 5.
As Stage Magician of the Year. Tonight is their night.
We certainly hope so. Okay, well, there's the recipients of all the awards, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. We'll see you later. I'm sorry, it's my fault.
My grandson, Robert.
Here we have 2 other members of the Magic Castle Board of Directors, Ron Wilson and Billy McComb, along with Peter, of course, who I don't know if you mentioned you also were a member.
I don't know whether I mentioned that.
It's been mentioned too many times.
Oh, well.
Too many.
Oh, okay. Peter's now the star of the show.
Happened.
Hi, sweetheart. You got in trouble out there, huh? No. Okay.
Now, who is this? Did you get it already? Yes.
No, I have my phone. There's a guy with one of the awards.
Are you both Bill Larson for the
Bill
and for the guy?
You want to get a picture of one of the Marshall? You want to get a picture of one of the awards or something? If you don't have a broken shoulder.
I'll be okay. In between our treatment and they took years over another owner. So I don't recall the name.
Here's the man right here. Why don't you, Bill Larson, you do Bill
Okay.
Larson. Oh, yeah.
Hi, darling.
Are you with KTLA?
Here's
Yes.
the guy.
I've got Clarence Gilliard from Matlock
Here's the first
coming in.
man
He's
who did a
presenting.
show on Tony.
Yeah. Clarence Gilliard from Matlock.
Okay. Clarence Gilliard from Matlock is coming in here. Peter.
What's happening? They threw this at me.
Matlock.
Yes.
Clarence, what's his name?
I don't know.
I work alone, sir.
Somebody told me to hold it. Who's coming in now?
Clarence.
Pardon?
Clarence Maven.
I don't know.
Matlock. Hi.
Bill Larson, Clarence Gilliard. Nice to meet you, Mr. Larson. Nice to meet you. Bill will do. Bill will do. Clarence, hi.
Hi. May I also introduce you to Marshall Brodien?
Marshall Brodien, Clarence
Yes.
Gilliard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice having you here
Oh,
tonight,
it's my
Clarence.
pleasure
Thank you
to
so
be
much
here.
for coming. It's
I'm
wonderful.
excited. My wife is pretty upset that she can't be here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Actually, but she's got the kids,
She's got the
which is a magic trick in itself. Actually.
Indeed. Well, thank you for stopping.
And Scott, of course, is one of our nominees in the category of parlor as well as stage. So he's one nervous boy tonight.
I am.
And there's a great
Shaking
act.
in my boots.
And Leah, his wife, is herself a great actress and all of it. And there's Bill Smith, a great illusion builder. Say hello, Bill.
Hello.
Say hi.
Blue Moon.
All those
And this is
illusion
Marshall,
builders,
of
they say
course.
hello, right?
Anyway, Scott Savine is one of the nervous.
Hey, what are we on?
His pulse rate.
Very much.
His pulse rate is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, because all these people are very nervous because they don't know. There's only 2 people in the whole room that know who won.
Is that right?
Is that you?
Yeah,
Is
that's
one of
absolutely
those
true.
you?
I'm not one of the 2 anymore. I used to produce this show when it was
How you doing?
Thank you. You look pretty sharp yourself.
Well,
Oh, he feels good. That's lovely.
Look.
Oh, do show
Here
that
comes-
to John.
Here comes
one of the greatest
Here
stars in
comes
Las Vegas.
here comes one of our stars of the evening, Lance Burton.
See ya.
Hi, Lance.
Peter, how you
Good to see
doing?
you.
Good to see you.
How have you been?
Great. You know my mom?
Hi, Mom. I met you before. We met before.
Yeah.
And Dad.
Bill.
Hi, Dad. How are you? Nice to see you. This is Lance Burton, who currently is starring in the Hacienda Hotel in Las Vegas. And we may tell you now because the news is out. He's Magician of the Year, one of the highest awards the Academy can bestow. He's winning this for the 2nd time tonight. 8 more times, and he'll be the Magician of the Decade. And that is really something.
And you know something? You started with a deck of TV magic cards.
TV magic
I'm
card.
just kidding.
I did. I started with
start
the
with TV?
If you are in Vegas at the Hacienda, go see the Lance. Good show, lots of babes, and this is Lance, our future magician. 8 more times. 8 more times.
Well, God bless you, Peter. Thank you so much.
The producer of our show, Milt Larson. Milt Larson is
all
not.
10 great guys.
Chicago meets Los Angeles.
And Milt is not just the producer of the show, he's also the founder of the Magic Castle together with his brother
Sure.
Bill. He did all the interior of the castle. He's a man who invents a lot of things. Irma, the invisible pianist, if you ever come to the Magic Castle, was Milt Larson's baby. Tonight's show
And I'm
is
also
Milt Larson's
the
baby.
son of the Magic Lady of
That's right.
KTLA television back in the early days. And
Is that right?
that's how I know a lot about Channel 5.
And Milt is a magic enthusiast, of course, and his wife Arlene is here tonight. And Milt, as a producer, is standing here with a show only 50 minutes away. It's amazing how calm this man can be. That's
15 minutes? 12? What?
Funny, Peter.
He never gets nervous.
I haven't seen him. I know. No, you're not me. Siegfried and Roy have their
Good to see you. Of course, it's sad.
This is Marshall's son, Marshall Jr. Clever, you little Chicagans.
I do side magic on, for my friends and stuff like that. Getting more involved with magic now that, decided, hey, this is pretty fun, Magic is really exciting.
Wait till you see tonight's production. Everyone comes here and says, I am so amazed that so many people come to this because we don't hear about it. Well,
But
they
it's
don't.
easy once you know the secret.
Oh, I heard. Say it again, Marshall.
It's easy once you know the secret.
I love it. Don't hold it back.
Here's a real Chicago man, the great Tom Sony. And you know, he also appeared on Channel 9 on WGN television as Clodhopper, remember?
Yes.
Johnny, to us, is better known as a member of the board of directors and the great Tom Sony, together with his wife, who we have seen earlier and throughout his tape, Pam. He calls himself the great Tom Sony.
You can call me great.
Yes. And his opening line to the audience is,
You can call me thank you very much.
that's his real voice. He has to force the other one.
He is really great, one of the all-time greats.
And a very nice person and a great person. He's been very instrumental in many people's careers, including that of Lance Burton, the progress of Siegfried and Roy, my own career. I mean, a friend, a person who helps. Very rare these days.
Same here.
They only grow in Chicago.
Yeah. And Holland.
And Holland. Yes.
This is the
And here we
It's my agent.
Good arrangement.
Beer, right?
You want to do the last part again?
Wait,
About the
here's
international Thompson. Hey, bring my mom's son. Let's go.
And Satoshi also.
My wife.
And Satoshi also.
I beg your pardon?
Satoshi, their son.
Satoshi. Come here.
Satoshi.
My boys. By the way, we were just talking about the international aspect of this award show that we have annually here in Hollywood, in Beverly Hills rather, at the region Beverly Wilson. We mentioned the far trips that people take, such as Tongan and Saka, with his lovely wife and his son, to come all the way to be here with people like Marshall. People from Sweden come here, from England, from Holland, from Germany, to be all here to watch their peers being honored, peers such as your very own Marshall Brodien.
Thank you.
Max? Yeah. Okay, Max. Max is very good. And once again, Max Maven. Max Maven is a man that's hard to describe. He is a performer, a writer. He's directed, he has produced. In Magic, he's very well known. Writes for Magic magazine constantly. Has written how many books, Max?
I've lost count.
He's lost
appeared in
count.
many movies, right?
His what?
Television shows, not movies.
Or television shows.
Television show?
I've done some acting on TV, yes.
Oh, yes, acting in TV, of course. I thought you said he had his television show. And Max is a member of the Academy of Magical Arts for many years now.
Yes.
He's moved out here from his...
I've been out here 14 years now.
14 years.
I guess that makes me a native.
Yes, he's indeed a native now. And you can tell so by the way he looks.
That's right.
He never takes his glasses off, does he?
No, he doesn't. No.
I don't only
Do
when
you
I'm
ever take your
performing.
glasses off?
Only when I'm performing. Or sleeping. Which sometimes is not that easy to tell apart.
You heard it, he said it, we didn't.
You take the glasses off as you ask her if she's got my TV Magic cards.
And here we are, seeing our celebrity people coming in again. This is Zsa Zsa Gabor. Hi, Zsa Zsa. Marshall Brodien wants to know if you have any of his TV cards.
TV Magic cards for hours of
I
fun?
want to get some.
You must have them at once.
I will have them at once. Okay.
Welcome here. You look gorgeous
Thank
as
you.
always.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Marshall's gone away. No, Marshall, remember who did your magic thing, your little magic. Marshall's getting an award. I can't believe he's not here. Yeah. Never mind, sweetheart. If you
Photo area.
I would say that's a great idea. You are looking like the Princess of England. What is this? You're so beautiful. Okay, stick it out. I know. Of course. All right, my sweetheart. We'll see you later. They want a picture over there. Oh, she always looks bored, isn't it? John, they're going to go over and have a picture. Can you go get Marshall? I understand. I've got the mic. They've got the mic.
No, but where's mine?
Well, hold here. You hold it, and I'll be right back.
Okay, and
I'll
where's
find
this
it.
cup?
Stay with me, so in case I get.
The guys take me.
Go ahead, Peter.
I think you will be.
Where's Marshall?
Maybe too dangerous for the tiger.
Marshall Brodien.
Siegfried.
I'm
Siegfried.
Long time no see.
Yes, Zsa Zsa Gabor, excuse me, and Zsa Zsa.
I'll talk for you guys. Come.
It is so wonderful to have all of these people here, including, of course, the Siegfried and Roy, the Masters Fellowship winners of this evening, the Magicians of the Decade, bestowed upon them by the Academy of Magical Arts. Roy.
Come on, Roy. Talk.
Well, as you know, nothing is more rewarding than being applauded by your own peers. This is a great, great emotional moment for us because we can remember about a decade ago as we was McGrary Grant here and we stood in the same place and we had a wonderful time and it was something that helped our career tremendously and we will always treasure to be with special friends.
And when I started in Las Vegas, where I played 8 times there, every time when I can get a ticket, because those guys you can't get in, I go
You
because
always
I
get a
just
ticket.
love you guys. I like your animals. I love you guys. And my husband, Prince Anhalt, is mad for them. So when we go up to Las Vegas and I play, he goes and sees them. That's a fine
You
thing.
indeed are a great animal lover as well.
Yes,
You have,
I have 16 horses, 7 dogs, 3 German Shepherds, a Rottweiler.
Wonderful.
And not enough. I wish I would have one of the little snow leopards what these guys have.
That's why it explains that I didn't brought any tiger. One tiger in the room is enough.
The evening is not over yet.
Marshall Brodien wants to know if you remember him and his magic cards,
Of
and he
course.
built the big box.
That's right. That was in the Frontier Hotel and the Siegfried and Roy
big
Magic.
seller.
Yeah, it was fantastic. First of all, when I remember one time I was in New York in the hotel room and I put on the television set and I heard my name and I ran out from the bathroom and there was the magic kit of Siegfried and Roy and that was a wonderful thing. And glad magic is mushrooming that much, you know.
Magic is wonderful. Magic
I
is the
remember
most
years
exciting.
ago when we come to this country, magic was really not, it was a little hidden away. And the last years, it's amazing what happens. And I'm very proud to be a part of it.
Where were you two when the policeman attacked me? Why did you magic disappear? Oh, you should
Tonight we will teach you that trick because tonight Marshall Brodien will give you a television deck of cards. Marshall, do you want to say something?
Well, it's great to see these guys again. It was fun putting together that spectacular magic set. It was great. It was super.
Here we are in the lobby of the Beverly Hills, Region Beverly Hills, with 2 superstars of magic and one to become a big superstar of magic as well. And to honor these 2 marvelous people who have taken magic from just a vaudeville art and make it an art form, a class act. That's what magic is all about. Thanks to Siegfried and Roy and Zsa Zsa.
That's true.
Greatest.
Anyway, we have a wonderful evening. You ready to get this started? You in a good mood? Ready for some fantastic magic? We have a young man who came in from Detroit, Michigan a couple of years ago and became an award-winning sensation. He is a star attraction in the top comedy clubs, and his original style of magic and comedy is nothing short of amazing. Please welcome the one and only Jeff Hobson. Jeff?
The chandeliers in here. Isn't this cool? This is great. You like this? All the ladies, they usually like this. I very respectfully call this my Liberace starter kit. Oh, isn't it wonderful? I know what you're thinking. A lot of people, every time I come up on stage, you know, people sort of look at me and they sort of think that, but I'm not. And I'm not. Well, I was, but I'm not anymore. Oh, no. But I could be again, Art. Not such good seats, you guys, are they, huh? That's good. We're going to have a great time, because I do comedy and magic. Whatever you don't laugh at, that's the magic. You watch. I have an out for everything, you betcha. What I do is called prestidigitation. I am a prestidigitator. 3 parts to the word: presta, meaning magic; digi, meaning fingers; tater, one who magically fingers potatoes. I get to go out into the audience to find somebody to help me. Oh yes, oh yes. Look at everyone going, oh crap, the queer's gonna come by us. How's it going? Excuse me, while I come down over this way, this is wonderful. Excuse me for just a minute. This is great. This is very, God, this room just screams for drapes, doesn't it?
What are we doing here? Well, we are going to present some awards, and then we're going to go sit back in the audience and applaud all these wonderful magicians along with everybody else.
Okay, but let me do the applauding. Why? Because every time you clap your hands together, I black out.
Oh, all right, I will. Actually, I feel very happy to be here because I have known the Larson family since I was a very little girl. Sheri Larson was my role model. When I was 12, I saw her at the National Theater in Washington, D.C. during an SAM convention that Papa took me to. And although I had known lady magicians before, Del O'Dell, but Del O'Dell was a circus performer, you know, robust. And Sheri was a delicate, beautiful lady who filled the stage with trellises full of flowers. And I thought, I can do that. A few days later, I'd never done magic. A few days later, the phone rang and somebody said, I'm calling from the John Reed King Show. We want a young boy who can pull a rabbit out of a hat on Easter Sunday. And do you know one? And I said, no, but I know a young girl who could do it. And so I accepted the booking, went to my father and said, teach me how to pull a rabbit out of a hat. And I started on television doing magic as a little girl.
Fascinating.
What, that I did magic when I was a little girl?
No, that there was television when you were a little girl.
Now, I have been doubly honored this evening. They've asked me to make 2 award presentations.
Can I read?
Sure, go ahead.
I can't read.
Oh, then I'll do it. Our first Academy Fellowship of the evening is the Literary Fellowship.
What's that?
Writing.
Oh.
There, it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great honor. I see it as such, and I appreciate it very, very much. Irene and Bill, thank you. Certainly I would be remiss in not expressing my deep appreciation also to Peter Pitt and to the other members of the Academy's Board of Directors who voted me this recognition. Gentlemen, all, thank you. Finally, I would like to thank 2 individuals who are not here tonight, but are responsible largely for me being here. My uncle, T. Page Wright, whose magical writings more than 60 years ago first stimulated me and then later became benchmark and yardstick against which I could measure my own effort. And lastly, the one individual who is a friend and as a mentor, guided my thinking, encouraged my efforts, and spotlighted for me that area of magic that has fascinated me ever since. The senior William W. Larson. Ladies and Bill and Paige, thank you.
Needless to say, I'm delighted to be back here again this year, and especially this year because this is a very important year for me. This is a very important people to be honored tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world. So I asked for a job to do tonight, and they gave me this one, which is a privilege and honor of presenting two very prestigious Magic Castle awards. The first one, excuse me, the first one is the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, can you imagine spending your entire lifetime fooling around with magic tricks? The winner of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award is in London tonight. Now, he's sleeping while we're here, and he could not be with us this evening. But nevertheless, later on we will give him a hand and a round of applause that will wake him up. We will be sending this award to him later. The Academy of Magical Arts Incorporated presents a Lifetime Achievement Fellowship to Edwin Hooper in appreciation of a lifetime devoted to the art of magic. He has been recognized as a performer, a creator, a teacher, a writer in the world of magic. In addition, he has often been a leader in magic dealing and supplying of many original effects to the magical trade. Now let's hear a congratulations to Mr. Edwin Hooper in London, England. While we are on the subject of England, I would like to welcome all the British performers who have decided to come over for this event. I always wear my Magic Circle in a special fellowship award. Now this one goes to a gentleman. It says here, our next guest. The Academy also has presenting a special award to a magician who is famous for making money appear and multiply. Strange today. He is well known for his work in trade shows and television and a master of magical merchandising. A special fellowship tonight goes to Marshall Brodien, and he is with us tonight. Marshall. Thank you much. Now, Marshall, yes. It's very apropos that they chose me to offer this award tonight, simply because in 1947, I bought a Svengali deck at a Svengali pitch at the Sacramento State Fair that I swear literally started my career in this business. And I know you pitched a few Svengalis in your day. Sure, right. Marshall Brodien, we give you our special fellowship tonight. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Here's your word.
Let me read now what it says, because this is important. You won this hands down. In appreciation for his many years in magic, he has made a living from the age of 17 working in all fields of magic. He is probably the best known for his pitching Svengali decks on television. He has personal responsibility for getting millions of people interested in the art of magic by selling and offering 15 million decks of cards. You got me, and I wonder how many more you started. Congratulations, Marshall Brodien.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and I'd like to thank the directors of the Academy for this award. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Will.
You know, somebody mentioned Carl Ballantine not too long ago, and it brought back so many memories about McHale's Navy. There was one act or one trick that he used to do for us all, and we loved it, especially around Christmas time, because it gave us, well, I'll tell you about it. He used to roll up all these newspapers and string it all out, and make it get bigger and bigger and bigger. And he'd cut it and form it and everything else. And then out would blossom the most beautiful Christmas tree you ever saw, all made out of paper. That's the way we got our Christmas trees on Christmas. Good old Carl Ballantine. Ah, golly. You know, Scott Cervini, Scott Cervine, Glenn Falkenstein and Francis Willard, Christopher Hart, Jeff Hobson, and Chuck Jones and family, or company. And the winner is, as I open my magical thing, Christopher Hart. Come on, Chris. Congratulations, young man.
Wow. I truly am speechless. You must commend all my other nominees. They're wonderful. Thank you, the Larson family, for giving me a place to work out my magic and grow as a young performer. And Peter Pitt giving me my first Magic Castle week. And I just want to name a few names you probably don't know, but they were very helpful in the very early stages of my act. Ray Pierce, Jonathan Neal Brown, Don Wayne, and Bob Dorian. Is that all of them? Yes. And all of the members who have been supportive over the years. You know, when I perform the Magic Castle, you come after the show and you say you did a great job, and that's really very helpful to me because it keeps me going and keep working at a very tough career. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later.
Spread thin. It introduces a new style of comedy, no laughs, just intellectual nods and deep breathing. I would like to warn Don Allen, because he just received the Master's Fellowship, and it may be the curse of death, you know. They gave it to me 10 years ago. Since then I've had arthritis, prostate problems, and open heart surgery, but I've survived so far. I mean, but the fellowship that they gave, lifetime achievement. Like 4 years ago, they gave my wife a lifetime achievement award, and she accepted it. And the next night, they threw her out of the Magic Castle for wearing slacks. Well, actually, they didn't throw her out. They asked her if she'd please leave. She did quietly. But Bill had gone to Las Vegas to see Siegfried and Roy, and that was why it happened. See, I've been around too long, I'm afraid, because Herb Schreiner was the father of the Will Schreiner, and I used to know Herb and Pixie, never met Will until tonight. And we had Sheri Lewis up here, and her father, I knew Peter Pan, the Magic Man, and, oh God, and Bill Larson Sr. I was in Boston before Orson Bean was doing the eucalyptus tree that Ernest Borgnine was trying to describe just now. And he mentioned Fred Allen. Fred Allen used to have a wonderful line about actors can always explain why business is bad. He said he remembered 1 week in Torrington, Connecticut, the girl in the box office had halitosis, and the customers thought it was a subtle tip on the show inside. put things in perspective, Nani Darnell, Mrs. Mark Wilson was saying, they've just had a grandson. And to put it in perspective, one of my grandsons has been divorced for 3 years. There's a bald-headed fellow over there, Herb Schreiner's, or Will Schreiner's agent. It's Bud Robinson. And some 45 years ago, Bud and Cece Robinson they were on the bill with J. Marshall at Faye's Providence, and that was vaudeville the old days. I'll present I counted up, it seems that there are 24 that have received the Master's Fellowship, and 16 of them have passed away, so look out, Don. I'd like to present a very happy young man, very lucky young man. Has a wife and cigarette lighter, and both work. You may have seen him on television, but not lately. The young man's name is Lefty, and this, he says slowly, is Lefty. Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're not the one with the head in the box. No, that's sinuensis. All right. Now, what are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? What'll I sing? Sing If I Had My Way. If I had my way, I wouldn't sing. Don't say that. Ready? All set. Go ahead. Right. Throw it into me. If I had my way, dear. Go ahead. Don't rush. Forever there'd be. They're watching your lips. Never mind. Your lips are moving. Sing the song. More and more each year. Sing the song. Sheri doesn't move her lips. Never mind. Hide behind the microphone. Sing the song. In a garden of roses. Catch that? I caught that. I rolled the R. I know you did. 4 roses. I see. Now please. Glad you brought that up. Sing the song. For you, you're off key. 1,001 things, dear, I would do just for you, just for you. Once more. No, just for you. Just for you. Second part. If I had my way, dear. Kiss me. Sing the song. If I had my way, dear, you'd never grow old. Da, 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 da. Sunshine I'd bring every day. Sunshine I'd bring every day. Yeah? What is your name, Walter Violet? Just sing the song. You can get excited. Not excited, no. I'll quit. You won't quit, you'll finish the song. Is that so? That's so. You're telling me? I'm telling you. Okay. Sunshine I bring every day. I don't like your attitude. Sing the song. Your lips are moving. You've said that. So your Adam's apple. That's enough. Sunshine I bring every day. Well, goody for you. Now cut that out. Go on. will. You can move your thumb all you want to. I quit. That's enough. We'll straighten this out later. We will. Yes, we will. In the dressing room. You're not mad. No, I'm not mad. Well, I am. And sunshine I bring every day. You would rain. Give me the voice I started with. All alone, like a queen on a throne. Clear your throat. Thank you. If I had my way.
It's a real pleasure to be here to present the Magician of the Year award. When Lance Burton came to Los Angeles to play the It's Magic show, he was too young also to be allowed into the Magic Castle. But now that he's older and happens to be a major star in magic, he has no trouble at all getting in, as long as he shows his ID. When the Academy voted Lance as the Magician of the Year in 1986, Las Vegas, it is a real honor to have the honor. It's an honor to present the award for Magician of the Year to Lance Burton.
Thank you. A few weeks ago, Bill Larson called me on the telephone, and he sent a letter. He said, Lance, the board of directors has unanimously voted to give you Magician of the Year this year. And I said, really? He said, yeah, we were really impressed with your show. So, of course, I was very excited to be here. Then I got a call a few days later from Johnny Thompson, and he said, Lance, I hate to burst your bubble, but the board of directors didn't really give you this award because they were that impressed with your show. He said, we just gave you the award because we thought you had a lot of guts. He said, we gave you the award because right now you're the only magician in the world who is not performing the origami illusion. And Mark Wilson called me a couple days later, and he said, no, the real reason is because you're the only act in Las Vegas that doesn't have a tiger. Then Peter Pitt called me and said, no, the real reason is we just wanted to tick off Penn and Teller. So whatever the reason was, I'd like to thank the members of the board, Bill, John, Mark, Peter, Bruce, Billy, and Ron. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and you're a very distinguished group of magicians, and I'm very honored that you give me this award. I'm happy to be here tonight with so many friends. My family's here, ladies and gentlemen, my mother and father from Louisville, Kentucky. Stand up, Bill Burton and Hilma Burton from Louisville, Kentucky. As most of you know, putting this show on in Las Vegas, we opened in July. This was fulfillment of a lifelong dream. I started doing magic, like most of you, when I was very young. I was 5 years old.
Or a fax, actually. I wish I could be with you on your special night. My thoughts, admiration, and love are with you. Congratulations. You've always been Magician of the Year to me. Love, Melinda. So. We have a fax from Rich Little. I won't read it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway done. Hard to believe it's flying by like this, huh? Our next and final act tonight To present the Academy of Magic Arts Master Fellowship. This year the fellowship goes to the superstars of magic. So we wanted to have the award presented by a superstar. We took a poll and asked the question, who is the best known person in the city of Beverly Hills ever? The results came back. You know who she is, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Zsa Zsa Gabor.
The curtain didn't open again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really privileged tonight because I'm introducing two men who I just madly love. Between all the other men, of course, men. They are magicians. They work around with wildcats, and they are the best act on the world. Every time I play in Las Vegas, I'm dying to see them. The show is not even over. I run over them, but you can never get in because they are sold out. And they are damn foreigners just like me. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce to you Siegfried and Roy, two gorgeous guys. Anyhow, they're getting some wonderful awards. You have to read it because I don't have my glasses and I'll be damned if I put them on.
Yes?
So you read.
Okay. Roy, I think you read.
Well, first of all, I like to say thank you very much. You're all too kind to welcome us here in Beverly Hills and Los Angeles. And you know, nothing is more rewarding than being applauded by your own peers. This is a very sentimental moment for Siegfried and me. Yes, you can laugh, but however, it is because it is over a decade ago we have stood on this very stage and got our first Magic Award from Mr. Gary Grant. And so therefore, now a decade later, here we are again, thanks to the Academy of Magical Arts and Bill and Irene Larson and Milt. Yes. And now we're going to read what it says.
Yes, a very strong accent, ladies and gentlemen. You have to speak a little slower.
Let's have a little fun. Why you don't tell us the story about this policeman? Let's have some fun.
My story about the policeman is, I wish I would have been a magician. I would have learned. What? Oh, damn.
Okay.
My story about
That's a bit, that's how the story went, you know.
the policeman, I wish I were a magician. Oh
The mic is off. Okay, let's get this one over here. All right.
Third take. My story of the policeman is I wish I would have been a magician. Then I could have done like this and would have disappeared, not beating me up, not putting me in handcuffs, not kicking me. Yeah, I know you don't believe it, but it's the truth.
Okay.
I still wish I would have beaten the son of a gun up and good.
You feel terrible about this. All right.
I must say one thing about your life.
Yeah.
This is a disaster, this microphone. This is a real disaster. You must admit that these two guys have the most gorgeous act on the world. Really, it is true. Yes.
That's all right.
Furthermore, they have the most beautiful animals on the world. And they must be very brave because those cats can bite and can scratch. They're worse than I ever have been.
I doubt that.
Thank you. Can I talk now too?
All right, by all means. You
All
want
right.
to read this first?
Yes, well, it's the magician of the decade.
That's right.
Yes, master
That's pretty strong. In recognition of their years of devotion, which has brought their illusion show to premier form of theater and showmanship, they are the youngest performer to ever receive this prestigious honor, which is the highest award the Academy of Magical Art can bestow. They have broken all records in Japan, New York City, and Las Vegas, and have been honored all over the world. In spite of their fame, they keep their individual personalities and are a credit to the magic profession. Presented this 18th day of March 1992 by order of the Board of Directors, William Bill Larson, President, Peter Pitt, Secretary. Thank you.
Now let's say it in English, Roy, will you? Well, I have to say one thing. You know, over our life in magic, we realize you can get fame, you can make a fortune, a little fortune. But I realize also everything can go very fast, and everything can disappear very fast. But the love, what you put in magic, and the love and the friendship, what we received over the years in this world, all over the world, magicians, and I'm so happy to be here tonight, and I'm so happy to see so many friends who came even from Germany, even from my hometown, to be here together to share this evening together with us. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Well, I want to thanks for the Academy who gave us this honor. Well, we didn't want to repeat ourselves tonight, what we said before or what has been said tonight. So Roy and myself, we sit together and we wrote something down. But I have to tell you one thing, when we wrote it down, it had a rhyme. But when we read it, the rhyme disappeared. So now we're gonna read it, okay? Well, we don't believe in coincidence. It seems it was all meant to be.
Each step brings us closer to what our eyes cannot see.
When I first came to this country, my mother had a fear that my passport would read magician, never knowing I would be magician of the year.
And me, I didn't want the family business. It was a bank in Germany. I wanted to live by my instincts and fulfill my destiny.
So I got to work up on a cruise ship, and there I met this man. He asked if I could do magic with a cheetah. I said, if you have one, I sure can. He is the guru of white tigers. He powers to not power but one. It's the magic of Mother Nature that he rests his beliefs thereon. He is setting up a kingdom. He firmly believes in the plan that man cannot live without nature, but nature can live without man. It's the dawning of a new era, a bridge that spans the gap. I seen a tiger to clean her cup, then place it in a Roy's lap. How dare a creature of such strength give to man her fragile ones? Is this the beginning to show mankind the advent of things to come?
That's where Siegfried comes into play. He has that magical mind. He too walks on hollow ground. Magic he has enshrined. He glories not in his own wisdom, like a mighty man glories in his might, but he glories in the magic around him, in the illusion that birds take flight. You see, he too has a plan. No matter how simple it may be, and that magical things are happening, and we are here to help you to see. Yes, each man has a calling. Dig deep, and you too should find. Open up to the magic around you, for it's all up in your mind. So, we thank you for this wonderful award. A+ would be as great.
I like to say one thing in closing. Look, man, it's the magician of the decade.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Excuse me. You would honestly think that I would let Siegfried leave on the last note? Never. He makes me disappear every night twicely, and he always takes the last bow, preferable alone. I would like to say one word of recognition. We know it's the board of directors of the Academy of Magical Arts. We know it's the president, Mr. Bill Larson. But we also know a person who has 25 years ago given us a lot of words of encouragement. It's a man who has never said anything good, only about people. It's a man who was an inspiration to all of us. All what he could have done all these years has given and given and given to magic. Tonight, if Siegfried and I could give anybody a Lifetime Achievement Award, it would be to a man who was an inspiration to us. And this man is Mr. Bill Larson. Thank you, Bill. And for an everlasting friendship, this will be our Lifetime Achievement Award for you. Thank you.
$12 for these. Well, our congratulations to all the winners and to all the people that were honored here tonight.